Welcome to This Explainer. Look, if you've clicked on this, chances are you might be feeling a little drained. And honestly, you are absolutely not alone. Today, we're going to take a reflective, much-needed journey into that exhausting race for social media validation. We live in this hyper-connected world that constantly demands we perform, right? Always showing up, gathering likes, essentially living for the algorithm. But today, using some really beautiful insights from our source material on sincerity, we're going to explore how to step off that endless treadmill and find some true, lasting inner peace. Think of this as a gentle guide. So take a deep breath, let go of the noise for just a few minutes, and let's jump right in.
Let's start with this incredible opening statement from the source. The hunger for attention makes a person forget their limits. Wow. It perfectly hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? It captures that unquenchable thirst we all kind of feel in today's digital crowd. In this massive online space where literally everyone is racing to outdo one another and catch the public eye, we frequently end up crossing our own internal boundaries. We push ourselves to share more, do way too much, and just be more, purely to feel seen. But as the author points out, this hunger is actually making us forget who we truly are at our core.
And here's exactly why that hunger is so incredibly dangerous. It's an unquenchable thirst. Like a totally vicious cycle. You get the attention of one person, and suddenly your heart is already craving the attention of another. You get praised in one corner of the internet, and boom, your eyes immediately start scanning for applause somewhere else. The text explains that this relentless race to outshine others actually strips away our most valuable possessions, our inner calm and our self-respect. We're literally trading our peace of heart for fleeting, temporary moments of digital applause.
Now, I want you to pause right here. Really consider this profound question posed by the author. Is it a profitable trade? Are we really coming out ahead when we risk our modesty, the sharpness of our character, and our personal boundaries just to look good to an audience that, let's be real, largely doesn't even know us? When you sit alone in silence, does it feel like a good deal to wager your authentic self just to fit into someone else's feed? It's a heavy question, for sure, but it's so deeply necessary for our own healing.
Section 1. The slavery of the ego. When happiness is handed to the crowd. The author diagnoses this condition directly as slavery of the ego, and they describe it as a spiritual disease. Why a disease? Because it's a state where your joy and your sorrow are entirely controlled by the attention or the neglect of other people. I mean, think about that for a second. We essentially hand over the remote control of our emotions to the online mob. If they pay attention to us, we're ecstatic. If they scroll past us, we're absolutely devastated. We become prisoners to the whims of the crowd, losing our emotional independence entirely. The source material brilliantly illustrates the stark contrast between the fragile illusion of social media fame and the grounded reality of true sincerity. On one side, we have the illusion, happiness that is entirely dependent on views, applause, and impressing a crowd. It's super fragile, it's temporary. But on the flip side, the source teaches us the profound Islamic perspective on true value. Real worth isn't measured by how many people are clapping for you. No way. It's measured by your purity during solitude. It's all about the depth of your connection with the Creator when absolutely no one else is watching.
Section 2. True value in solitude. Finding strength away from the noise.
According to the source, a spiritually grounded person acts very differently from someone chasing validation. First off, they never lose their core identity in the noisy mob. They don't just blend in to be liked. Second, they possess this quiet dignity. Their silence alone commands respect and carries a real sense of awe. And finally, when they do choose to speak, it's definitely not to gain followers or likes. Their words are meant only to share absolute truth and genuine goodness. They're intentional, they're grounded, and they are completely secure in who they are.
Section 3. Checking our intentions. The mirror of self-accountability.
Okay, so the author challenges us with this very uncomfortable, yet totally liberating question. Are we actually satisfying our own ego under the guise of spreading goodness and reform? Actually think about it like this. Even when we're doing objectively good things online, we have to look in the mirror and ask if our desire to be known as a good person or a knowledgeable person has secretly hijacked our pure intentions. Are we doing it to genuinely help others, or just so people will applaud our righteousness? It's a tough pill to swallow, but so important.
Now, if you're feeling a bit overwhelmed by that self-reflection, the text offers a beautifully reassuring truth. True honor, the kind given by the Creator, does not depend on human attention or neglect. It is entirely detached from the algorithm. It's not tied to a like button, a subscriber count, or the fleeting attention of people who honestly will probably forget you tomorrow. The honor that actually matters is permanent, it's secure, and it's purely between you and your Creator.
Section 4. Finding lasting peace. Redirecting your emotional energy.
So how do we fix this? The author lays out these gentle, profound steps to healing. Step 1, protect your energy. We've got to stop cheapening our personality and our boundaries for crowds that are just temporary. Step 2, redirect your focus. Make the creator, the one who truly knows your intentions and hears the silent cries of your broken heart, the absolute center of your attention. And step 3, let divine love fill you up. When your heart is filled with a higher, lasting love, that desperate need for cheap fame and temporary applause, it simply erases itself. You become completely whole on your own.
The text closes with this incredibly beautiful prayer. May God grant us such sincerity that every act, word, and silence is solely for His pleasure. It's essentially a plea for protection from the hollow, exhausting paths that might make us look big and important to people, but ultimately leave us feeling small and disconnected before our Creator. It's a wonderful reminder that even our silence, especially our silence, can be an act of beautiful, sincere devotion.
As we wrap up this explainer, I really want to leave you with a final thought. Remember, you have a choice in where you invest your emotional energy. You literally don't have to keep running on that exhausting treadmill of social validation. So, where will you choose to seek your validation starting today? I hope you take this question with you into your own quiet solitude, and I truly hope you find the peace you are looking for. Thanks for taking this gentle journey with me today.